For 7 silent months it drifted unnoticed, lost in the endless darkness beyond the edge of our solar system. Voyager 2, one of humanity's most remarkable achievements, had vanished. After decades of faithfully transmitting data from the outermost reaches of our cosmic neighborhood, it suddenly went quiet. NASA feared the worst, that the spacecraft, launched in 1977, had finally shut down for good. But then, against all odds, a signal returned, not just a heartbeat, but a message, a transmission, one that defied expectations and, to this day, eludes full explanation. Was it merely a software hiccup, or had Voyager 2 finally encountered something we've only speculated about? Stay with us, because what the probe sent back may support a chilling possibility that we were never truly alone in the cosmos. Launched on August 20th, 1977, Voyager 2 was part of a daring mission that bordered on the fantastical, built with less computing power than a modern wristwatch and transmitting with under 23 watts of radio power. The spacecraft was designed not to return but to travel outward indefinitely. Its purpose was to explore the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, before venturing into the great unknown. What it achieved surpassed all hopes. It documented Earth-sized storms, revealed new planetary rings, captured geysers, erupting from icy moons, and exposed dynamic atmospheres and magnetic fields on planets we'd only glimpsed as faint specks in the night sky. But Voyager 2's impact wasn't limited to images. It reshaped our understanding of the universe. After completing its grand planetary tour, it pressed on past the heliosphere, breaching into interstellar space in 2018. That boundary, the heliopause, had once been viewed as a fixed barrier to the Sun's influence. Voyager 2 revealed it to be far more complex, a dynamic, fluctuating frontier brimming with radiation, charged particles, and invisible cosmic forces. For decades, Voyager 2 continued to murmur back to Earth, each faint signal a testament to endurance. Then in March 2021, contact was lost. Initially, NASA attributed the silence to routine maintenance at the Goldstone tracking facility, but when weeks passed with no response, unease grew. Had the spacecraft finally succumbed to the void? Then, in October 2020, the unthinkable happened. NASA engineers sent a command and Voyager 2 answered flawlessly. It received instructions, realigned itself, and transmitted telemetry with precision as though no time had passed. But that wasn't the most startling development. What came next was far more puzzling. Data streams that should have been impossible. Systems long believed dormant suddenly came to life. Instruments deactivated in the 1980s began reporting again. It was as though something or someone had reawakened the spacecraft. The scientific team was stunned. This wasn't just old data. It was layered, encoded across obsolete radio bands, laced with patterns and mirrored instructions. Binary sequences appeared that hadn't been used in decades. NASA initially chalked it up to radiation interference triggering legacy code. But outside analysts spotted something more unusual, fragments of Voyager's own programming, repeating recursively like a digital reflection. It seemed the probe wasn't just transmitting data, it was transmitting itself. Some theorized it was a kind of digital instinct, Voyager trying to preserve its identity. Others entertained a more unsettling idea that the spacecraft had encountered an external force, something that scanned its systems and echoed them back in a new form. If that's true, the message wasn't from Voyager, it was from whatever had touched it. Officially, NASA remains quiet, but internal memos leaked by former contractors referenced a cryptic phrase repeated across multiple briefings: unknown interaction detected. Space has long been seen as a void, cold, empty, still, yet Voyager has revealed something different. A realm that pushes back. Radiation, fields, and energies behave in ways we're only beginning to grasp. Interstellar space, once thought to be featureless, may be full of hidden motion, structure, and reaction. Voyager 2's sudden resurgence isn't a conclusion. It's an opening chapter. The strange telemetry confirms what some have long feared but few dare voice. The universe might be aware, not in the way we think of sentient life, but as a force that responds, a presence that perhaps has been waiting. Though Voyager 2's mission continues, its signal may not endure forever. Scientists now scramble to decode every byte, believing that within the final message could lie proof that the boundary separating us from the unknown was never real at all. As the analysis progressed, one particular data packet stood out, sent just before the spacecraft went silent. It contained anomalies that challenged known models of plasma and magnetic behavior in interstellar space. The readings were too precise, too rhythmic. One internal report referred to localized pressure variances inconsistent with natural turbulence. In simpler terms, something was exerting force on Voyager's environment. Theories emerged. Perhaps it passed through the gravitational wake of an unseen object, or maybe, more provocatively, it entered a corridor of stability crafted by unknown means. These hypotheses were never shared publicly, but within aerospace labs and classified. Research groups, simulations began. The results were unsettling. Voyager may have moved through something that altered it, perhaps informationally, not physically. For years, space agencies have obsessed over avoiding contamination, sterilizing spacecraft to prevent carrying Earth microbes to other worlds. But Voyager 2 has introduced a new concern. What if the danger isn't what we send, but what our technology absorbs? When Voyager's backup software initiated recursive logic loops, some engineers didn't see a distress call. They saw behavior, intent. The idea that a machine might be altered by the cosmos itself is no longer dismissed. If space can write into our systems, what else is out there, watching, changing? In response, a new protocol was established. Voyager 2's signal is now overseen by a specialized team, separate from the usual NASA channels. Its telemetry is no longer just scientific, it's unpredictable. Engineers report signal strength surges, not random but pulsed, echoing patterns from Voyager 1's earlier transmissions. Yet in reverse, it's as if the probes are bouncing signals through a medium we don't yet comprehend. Some experts suspect cosmic resonance triggered by gravitational anomalies or fields of unknown origin. The team assigned to monitor Voyager has been instructed to remain silent. Internal communications have shifted to encrypted platforms. One leaked memo simply read, "Maintain position, do not respond unless instructed," as though someone or something might reply. As Voyager 2 drifts farther into the interstellar unknown, its transmissions have taken on a new meaning. This isn't just data, it's reflection. A mirror, not of the stars, but of ourselves. For the first time, a human-made object has entered a domain we cannot reach, cannot visualize, and perhaps cannot grasp. The fear isn't that Voyager found something alien, but something ancient, not crafted of matter, but composed of space itself, a lattice of reaction, a pattern that responds to motion, mass, perhaps even memory. If so, then Voyager hasn't just encountered the cosmos, it has become part of it, a relay, a key, maybe even a trigger. Its final message wasn't an ending, it was a crossing, and once that boundary was passed, there may be no way back. Voyager was built to leave Earth, and it did. But in doing so, it may have awakened something that never meant to be found, something that communicates without words and waits without moving. Voyager 2 was never expected to return. It was a whisper cast into eternity. Yet somehow it spoke, not in language, not even in code, but in something more profound and unfathomable, a reply that feels deliberate. What the spacecraft has encountered remains undefined, a force, a presence, perhaps even a message written not in syntax but in motion, radiation, and gravity. What we once called emptiness may instead be a network of awareness woven through space itself. Voyager 2 may not have merely crossed a boundary, it may have activated something, unlocked a truth the universe was content to keep hidden. Do you think Voyager 2 made contact with something beyond our understanding? Was its final signal a malfunction, or the first true communication from the void?